students, we are discussing chapter 5. In that we have seen Dauber-Inner triads. Next we have seen Newland's octaves. Okay, Dauber-Inner triads has worked for 3 triads. Okay, what do you mean by triads? First 3 elements will be there with same properties and it will be increasing order of atomic mass. Okay, then he said that his statement is first and third element, okay, average atomic mass will be roughly equal to the second element. Okay, and it has worked only for 3. We have seen, no? Then we have seen Newland's octaves. What he said, he also chose the same idea of Dauber-Inner. The same properties, elements are grouped together and increasing atomic mass he also chose. Okay, who is that? Newland's octave. But his idea is he has arranged the elements, okay, into groups and the increasing order of atomic mass. In that, every 8th element has the character of the previous one. Okay, the first element's character. So every 8th element's character resembles first element's character. That is what he did, and he can explain only up to calcium. That is his limitation. Then those days it was discovered that only 56 elements, and he can explain up to that only. Okay. After that, whatever the elements discovered, it cannot explain. Okay. His theory cannot explain for the upcoming. Okay, whatever the elements found later were not explained. The next one is the last one. Okay, the third point is cobalt and nickel has been placed in the same slot, okay, which does not have the character of hydrogen, chlorine and fluorine, and whereas iron, which is placed far apart, has the character of hydrogen, chlorine. This was the limitation of Newland's octaves. His explanation worked out only for the lighter elements. For the heavy elements, okay, the heavier, it is not explained. Then comes that, okay, Dimitri Ivanovich, okay, Mendeleev. His Mendelev's periodic classification of elements, okay, that is called as Mendelev's periodic table. He also, okay, even though it was Newland's didn't explain properly, he also chose the idea of Newland's, okay, Newland's octaves, that same chemical properties and the physical properties. He has grouped the elements with the same properties, and his basic criteria also increasing order of atomic masses of elements. Okay, so what is the thing? Whatever he has grouped, grouping, no? So this is called grouping. Okay, that is vertical column. Horizontal column, no? It is called as, so this is called as group. Vertical column, okay, vertical columns, okay, or vertical columns are called as group. What are groups? The vertical column is called as group, and horizontal rows are called as periods. So what are called vertical columns? That is group, and horizontal rows are called as periods. Okay? Yes. He also has a basic criteria of grouping elements with same properties, and the increasing, so the elements are arranged in the increasing order of atomic mass. That is his basic criteria. And Mendeleev, know what he did. What is the special thing he did? You know, he among that during his period, okay, he is a Russian scientist. Okay, he is a Russian scientist. What he did, no, he went to an university and worked, where his mother till her last breath, she helped him a lot, and she said that all the superstition beliefs, okay, untruth, errors can be rectified, okay, the problems will be solved only by science. That word he has taken in his life, and he started to analyze about elements, and he has framed the periodic table. Okay, his mother is self-supporting. She will be supporting him in all his research, and because of her words he has overcome, and he started to analyze these things, and he did an achievements. Okay, here in the periodic table, first what is he tried to know? During that period, how many elements were discovered? No, there were 63 elements discovered during that period, and he started to analyze the elements properties based on how do they react with oxygen and hydrogen. Why he chose hydrogen and oxygen? You know, most of the elements, okay, they will be highly reactive with oxygen and hydrogen. That is why he chose, okay, the elements how they react with oxygen and hydrogen, and what he did know, how they are reacting. According to that, the properties where each elements he started to make it in a chart. He has chose a chart for each element. Each one element he has made it to react with oxygen, hydrogen, and placed on a wall. He placed on a wall with similar properties as a group. So vertical column he has kept the charts of each elements, how they react with oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, and he started to analyze all the elements which were discovered by the scientists during that period. So 63 charts he has prepared and placed the elements how they react with oxygen and hydrogen. So one by one element he has okay, made it to react with oxygen and hydrogen, because they are highly reactive elements. They react with most of the elements. Okay, then he started to paste the chart on the wall one by one based on the what are things. First, how they react with oxygen and hydrogen. They forms, usually they will form what? Hydrides and oxides. So what they will form? Oxides and hydrides. Okay, with similar properties. Similar properties. Okay, with similar properties, they are grouped together. It is called as groups. In the vertical column, same elements which have the same properties were grouped together in the vertical column. So they are called as groups. And similar properties, same character, physical and the chemical properties. Physical means what's looking similar, color, texture, all these things. Chemical means how they react with oxygen and hydrogen. According to that, it is grouped. Okay. Next, increasing order of. See, increasing order of atomic masses. Okay. Based on the atomic mass, okay, that is denoted by A. Okay, the elements in the period. What is called period? In the increasing, first if it's what? The valency, the atomic mass which have the same one. The next one will have 2. The next one will have 3. Like that, the increasing order of atomic mass. So first element, atomic mass 1. Next will be 2, 3. Like that, he has arranged the elements in the period, okay, by increasing order of atomic mass. What is that? Atomic mass. Like that, he has framed the periods. Okay, so like this he has arranged. So how he has arranged the elements in group with same property, and how he has arranged the elements in the period in the increasing order of atomic mass. Okay, then what he has did, no? He has given oxygen of their atomic mass. So the elements are arranged in the period wise, in the increasing order of atomic mass. Okay, you should know the law, periodic law of Mendeleev's. Okay, that is also an important question. And how he has framed the tabular column. The first one he has, I told group. Group means what? Downwards. Okay, and period means what? What is period? In the left to right is period. Okay. First he has grouped the elements. For example, how the element, let it be R. Okay, R is the element. R is the element. How they react with oxygen and hydrogen we can see. Okay, first group. And now let the element's valency will be 1. Okay, the valency is 1 for the first group element. Okay, what will be that for with the oxygen? Oxygen valency is 2. Okay, so 2 will be here 1. So we have to write. When they react with first group, the valency of the element is 1. Okay, how they form with the oxygen? Oxygen valency is 2, R is 1. Okay, that is what given in your book. You can see. And how it reacts with hydrogen? This is also valency 1. This is also valency 1. This is the first group formula. Okay. Next, it will have AB. Among that, it will have AB. A will be more reactive, B will be less reactive than A. That is why this group is A and B. Okay? Yes. Then next group, for example, second one. The valency is now 2. Okay? This is also 2 and here this is also 2. So it will be 2 will be balanced. So we can write as RO. Next, or valency is 2, hydrogen is 1. So hydrogen we have to write, it will become RH2. Okay. So here also you have AB. Among this, A will be highly reactive and B will be less reactive. Like that groups of elements are arranged. Third one, you can write, yes, it will be R2O3. Am I right? Yes. Next RH3. Why the valency of this is 3, this is 2, so it will be 2, 3. Here 3, here 1, no need to write. So here also you have like that groups. So like that he has framed, for example here 2, 4. How you can write? It can be written as RO2. Okay, here RH4, valency is 4. So if 2, 4 can be reduced to 1:2, now it becomes RO2. Fifth group. Okay, like the same AB. Next R, okay, 2O5. Here R, H, you should not write it as, we can write it as 5. RH5. Okay. Next what will be that? Sixth group. Here 2, here 6. So you can write it as RO3. Here it will be RH. Here 6, if it is the outermost, we can write it as 2. Here also we can write it as RH3. Okay, instead of write. Why you are writing like this? 8 is the outermost it should be. 5 electrons are there. So you can write it as RH3. Then here it will be RH2 because 6. You need 2. So they will be getting 2, it becomes like this. The seventh group you can write it as R, okay, R2O7. Here RH1. So need not to write. Why? 8 electrons we need, 1 you can get it. So it becomes RH. The last is transition elements. Last is transition elements. What is this transition elements? They have, okay, the elements I will show in a image. You can see that. Okay, here that image what is in the book I will be telling now. So what is transition elements? Transition elements are the elements which have not filled. The electrons are not properly filled. They are half filled. Okay, and what they will do? No, they will be becoming cations. They are ready to give electrons and form cations. And that is B block. If it is down, it is given no two things. Page number 86, you can see. Last one is lanthanides and actinides. They are F block elements. Okay, I will teach teach you the next classes. That is called as inner transition. This is a no transition elements. Inner transition, they are not filled properly.